20 world leaders are right now gathering in Egypt, where President Donald Trump is greeting them one by one for a historic summit. Look, the simple fact is that the war, the main shooting war in Gaza, may have gotten over from the time being, especially with the release of the hostages. That was a major sticking point. But whether total peace will come back or not, Hamas is still not says there is no question of surrendering its weapons or getting out of Gaza, and Israel is very keen that it will personally destroy, the Israeli soldiers will destroy all the underground tunnels, though Israel has had to pull back to a pre-designated line, but and it has had to empty the central portions of Gaza. But we are still not sure. And I, at this stage, would like to wait and watch. We are not at all sure whether this meeting will go through smoothly, quietly, because the two main protagonists, Israel and Hamas, there are contradictory signals coming from both. Israel will not accept a Palestinian entity, the Hamas, surviving in Gaza in any form. They have asked for surrender of weapons, laying down of weapons. Hamas has said there is no question of surrendering of weapons. There are various, conjectures being drawn that possibly some of them will disarm and go to Qatar, some will go to Turkey, etc. It's still to be worked out. All the details are not clear and in the open yet. We'll have to wait for a day or two. But the biggest relief is the hostages have been released. The Israelis have released about almost 2,000 plus hostages, prisoners that they had, Palestinian prisoners that they had. We are seeing the family reunions, and the Israeli hostages, all of them who are alive, will be handed back today. And there was talk of giving all the dead bodies. Now I think they have said limited number of dead bodies would be given. It's still up there. But the very fact that Donald Trump has now staked his prestige onto this, he has been to Israel, he has spoken to the Israeli Knesset, and elections will be held in Israel, and he's praised Prime Minister Netanyahu. It's now, of course, up to the people of Israel as to who they decide to bring in. But the fact is that the biggest sticking point with the people of Israel was the return of the hostages, which now that Gordian knot has been broken. So it remains to be seen how long will peace hold. I think war on the scale that we saw it is now over. It cannot, the United States will not allow that to persist. And because Donald Trump has staked his prestige on it, I am very certain that beyond a point Israel will not cross the line, because its basic security demands have been met. It has hit and severely wounded the Hamas. It has almost virtually destroyed the Hezbollah. It has inflicted heavy punishment on the Houthis. So for the time being, most of the direct threats have been neutralized, including Iran has been hit and its nuclear program has been hit. There are speculations whether they will like to continue the attack, because they feel that the Iranians are again still not called off their nuclear program, that they are still working on it. There were a lot of speculations whether the Israelis and the Americans would hit Israel or not. For the time being, this is the top event. Prime Minister Stramer is there, Macron is there, the Turkish president is there, the Sultan of Qatar is there, and Shahbaz Sharif has also made a beeline for that place. It's another matter that in Pakistan itself, the Tehreek-e-Labbaik, which the Pakistani military had raised and trained to protest against Imran Khan and the Pakistani civilian establishment as an attack dog, that is now on the warpath against the Pakistan army. The Pakistan army is shooting. They are protesting about this perceived sellout, where Asim Munir and the Pakistani Premier Shahbaz Sharif are seen as having sold out to Donald Trump and agreed to provide troops to disarm the Hamas. So this so-called peacekeeping force, this Islamic peacekeeping force, whether this will be given the task of disarming the Hamas, that remains to be seen. And quite obviously, it will not be a very popular decision with the people of Pakistan. And there is already signs of a virtual Jallianwala Bagh being enacted in Islamabad, in Lahore, in Muridke. So we are living through very interesting times. We'll have to wait and watch how this pans out. The major shooting war, personally, I feel, is now over. There could be bouts of fighting again, as the Israelis and the Hamas just do not trust one another. So there would be eruptions of fighting, but not on the scale to which the world has been witness so far. Jai Bharat, Jai Hind.